This hypnosis experience is copyrighted by Key Guy Technology LLC, year 2019 copyright. This hypnosis file is not to be duplicated and or distributed without express authorization from Key Guy Technology LLC. Please check out our product, the Hypnosis Key, by going to www.hypnosiskey.com. The Hypnosis Key is a USB drive filled with over 1,000 hypnosis MP3s. The Hypnosis Key is a $20,000 value that we sell for a very low price. Again, go to www.hypnosiskey.com. That is spelled HYPNOSISKEY.com. Please enjoy your hypnosis experience.
What's more, as you go further still now, I might want to recommend that you make the picture of a wonderful day in your brain. Envision yourself outside in nature strolling along a nation path, and on one side of the path is a wonderful backwoods, on the opposite side are a couple of more trees, and afterward dazzling open green fields, and the sun is sparkling and it's warm and you're feeling good and glad as you stroll along this way. Adjacent is a little way driving through to the timberland, and you leave the nation path and turn onto the way. It is darker now and you are encompassed by tall lofty trees. There are wild forest blossoms developing in bunches where the sun figures out how to radiate through, and a beautiful, hearty smell. You are near nature and it's so tranquil and quiet in here. Venturing over broken branches and abundances, you see the different shades of green of the leaves and the grass and different plants becoming here. A tight stream keeps running by close by where you are strolling, and murmuring sound that is just hindered by the croak of an infrequent frog and the warblers overhead. You're feeling so quiet and loose as you wander along. It is a flawless day. Everything here is so quiet and tranquil. In front of you is a felled tree turned on its length, and you choose to stroll over to the tree and have a rest and simply appreciate the great view. Also, as you close to the tree, you understand how tired you're starting to feel. Tired yet in such a pleasant, loosened up path, as if you can't be tried to do anything at okay now. So you take a seat on the tree, seeing the unpleasant surface of the bark underneath your hand. A tad bit of the bark has begun splitting endlessly, and you pull it off to uncover a dazzling smooth wood underneath. What's more, as you stay here, looking at the delightful scene, the murmuring stream, those excellent blossoms, the oaks and the elms and different trees with the daylight dappling all over, you discover your mind meandering ceaselessly to some other wonderful considerations and emotions, and you start to have a fantasy, and in your fantasy you see a specific oak tree which is by all accounts secured with oak seeds. You wonder about how that oak tree was once likewise an oak seed, how it arrived on the earth and developed step by step, more grounded and more grounded. The shade of the oak seed helps you to remember your most loved chocolate, and in your fantasy you recollect that you've carried an outing with you, and pressed in your lunchbox are a portion of your most loved chocolates in smaller than normal size. So you reach over to the pack which you'd overlooked as of recently that you've carried with you, and you take out the lunchbox and unwrap the chocolate and place it into your mouth. Furthermore, as your tongue licks the external chocolate covering, you see it has an uncommon taste, very disgusting and debilitated sweet, yet you nibble into the chocolate and it detonates in your mouth like tissue that is shrouded in gunge, and the taste is putrefying to the point that it makes you feel queasy and need to hurl. What's more, you release the chocolate and regrettably, you see that it wasn't a chocolate by any stretch of the imagination, however a little forest animal that by one means or another meandered into your lunchbox, and now it's squelched everywhere throughout the grass. So you choose to have another chocolate to take away that terrifying taste, and you take out your lunchbox again and lift out the cover, and there inside are many creepy crawlies of fluctuating sizes and shapes with nippers or hooks, and they're slithering around everywhere. In any case, you're resolved to have a chocolate, and there's solitary one remaining, so you precisely angle it out and unwrap it and place it into your mouth, and it chomps, it stays quiet, it creeps everywhere on your mouth, and it endeavors to get down your throat, and you can't spit it out regardless of how hard you attempt. So you put your fingers into your mouth and grapple with it to get it out, and it sticks to your finger, and your finger is dark colored from the gunge. It looks so like a chocolate, however it's alive, and you despise it for what it's doing to you. The stun from what's happened stirs you from this fantasy, and you understand that is exactly what it was, a fantasy about chocolates and unpleasant bugs that nibble your mouth and your tongue. However, your mouth is very okay now that appalling taste has gone and you feel a liberating sensation. In any case, in future, in the event that you ever ought to be enticed to eat the chocolate again, you'll instantly recollect that sick taste and the manner in which that it attempted to get down your throat and loosen the gunge and everything else. What's more, that one idea will advise you that you never need to eat chocolate again, you loathe them to such an extent. Also, rather in case you're extremely ravenous at that point, you choose to eat something sound, your most loved bit of organic product or a stick of carrot or your other most loved crude vegetable, and that fulfills you totally, Furthermore, these proposals are immovably implanted in your intuitive personality and become more grounded step by step. In a minute, I will check from 1 to 5, and at the tally of 5, you'll be wide conscious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.